Hello everybody, it's Bill's That College Football Guy here with another video. Yep, time for the next scheduled prediction video, and it's my Vols, the Tennessee Volunteers. I had this thing all ready to go, all my notes ready to put out, and yeah, something changed. Oh boy, scheduled preview and prediction. All right, first off, get up to here the coaching staff. Josh Heupel in his fourth year. That'd be fifth year at Tennessee. 37-15 in 4 years. 10-2 last year. Got beat up by Ohio State in the college football playoff. Joey Hadley. I don't know why I keep butchering his name. He's back for his second year as offensive coordinator. Tennessee was 15th in total offense last season. Tim Banks is back for his fifth season. He's been Coach Heupel's DC since the beginning at Tennessee. Tennessee was number 6 in total defense, but there's a lot of losses going on here. So, shall we get into that? Offensively, well, we all know the Nico Iamaleava situation. He's at UCLA starting his thing. Who's going to be the starting quarterback? I mean, the three candidates we know, Joey Aguilar, Jake Merklinger, George McIntyre. George McIntyre is a true freshman. Jake Merklinger, redshirt freshman, played in 2 games last year, 6 of 9 for 48 yards, no touchdowns or INTs. You have Joey Aguilar coming in from Appalachian State via UCLA. He's a redshirt senior, his last year. 2023, he played in 14 games, 3,757 yards, 33 touchdowns, 10 INTs. Not bad. Second year, when the wheels were falling off and they're ready to make a coaching change and basically change the team, he only played in 11 games, 3,003 yards, 23 touchdowns, 14 INTs. That has got to be worked down. Is Aguilar the leading candidate for the starting quarterback? He could be, but that doesn't necessarily mean he will be. We don't know that, so this is totally up in the air. Who's starting quarterbacks going to be? Running backs, Dylan Sampson's gone. All-world running back that we had, he's playing for the Cleveland Browns. Who actually is going to be the starting running back? Well, you got 3 candidates for the job. 2 in-house coming back. Peyton Lewis, the sophomore, 13 games, 64 carries, 339 yards and 3 touchdowns. Deshaun Bishop, who's a redshirt sophomore, only played in 5 games, played in 13 games as well. 74 carries, 455 yards, 3 touchdowns. And the transfer portal brought in a running back, Star Thomas, in from Duke. He's a redshirt senior, played in 12 games at Duke, 213 carries, 871 yards, and 7 touchdowns. So, could we be looking at running back by committee instead of having someone like Dylan Sampson just be the workhorse? It's definitely a possibility. Wide receiver room, top 3 wide receivers are gone from last year. Squirrel White hit the portal, went to Florida State. Dante Thornton Jr., he got drafted by the Las Vegas Raiders. Brew McCoy was a lot more hurt than a lot of us realized. That, he didn't get drafted, which was kind of surprising for us. But turns out he told teams not to get drafted because he medically retired from playing football because his body just took too much of a beating. So, Bruiser, in for Vol for life, man. I hope next chapter of your life's a great one. Now, that being said, and Brew being gone on here, who are the leading candidates to take over? Right now, we have 3 leaders in the Cub House right now, all from last season. You have Mike Matthews, the 5-star freshman from last year, played in 11 games, only 7 receptions, 90 yards, 2 touchdowns. Chris Brazel II, the junior, 13 games, 29 receptions, 333 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And Braylon Staley, the redshirt freshman, only played in 4 games, 3 receptions, 24 yards, no TDs. There's a lot of candidates who could be on here. Dayton Sneed was brought up. Some people brought up Amari Jefferson, the transfer from Alabama, who was a redshirt freshman and never played. You got Smith Jr., Rodarius Smith, Jackson Dotson, all true freshmen. Could all of them make an impression? It's going to be interesting to go to a 5-wide set. What's going to happen here? Tight end room, top 2 tight ends from last year are back. Miles Kitzelman, the junior, and Ethan Davis, the redshirt sophomore. They basically kind of split time. Kitzelman, 13 games, 22 receptions, 301 yards, 4 touchdowns. Ethan Davis, 12 games, 13 receptions, 100 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So tight ends will be okay. Offensive line is where I have a concern. Now you have Lance Hurd back as a junior, back at left tackle. You got super freshman David Sanders Jr., who's going to be taking over at right tackle. Definitively, as of right now, both guard positions and the center position are not fully ironed out yet. And it's with promotions from within, possibly with transfers. There's no in certain spots. This is not great. And it's going to cause some issues, I think, because nobody's really locked in. Like right now, according to the depth chart, you got two redshirt freshmen who are the leading candidates to be the center. Neither one of them ever played. Hasn't played a game yet, so it's like, I don't know about that one, but we'll see. That's how the offense looks. Defensively, James Pierce left, now with the Atlanta Falcons, I believe, so he's having a great season. So who's going to, Dominic Bailey, the redshirt senior, he's going to step right in. He played 13 games last year, 25 tackles, 3.5 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. Jackson Moy, Bryson Easton will be back at both the tackle DT spots. Other edge is going to be, I think Joshua Jacobs is going to be the front runner to take that spot. 13 games, 39 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks, and 3 forced fumbles. I think he'll be the lead there. Tennessee, kind of runs like almost like a 4-2-5, but it could be 3-3. It's in defense is in flux all the time. Tim Banks is always throwing multiple looks. Jeremiah Tolliver and Arian Carter are back, both juniors. Tellender was 13 games, 43 tackles, 3.5 tackles for loss, and a half a sack. Arian Carter, 13 games. Team leading 68 tackles, 6.5 tackles for losses. No sacks, but he had an INT. So how's that going to work out? We don't know. The DB room, the secondary, most of the starters are back. Boo Carter is back. He's going to be playing, he's a playmaker on defense. He's also going to get some shots at wide receiver on offense. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Jacoby Thomas, the starting safety, left in the portal. Who's taking that up? Realistically, it's going to be promoted from within or some of the transfers. Not much experience there. So 4 of the 5 spots in the secondary are going to be good, but the other one could be a problem. Okay. So, schedule predictions. Here we go. Starting off the season, it's the Aflac Kickoff Classic in Atlanta, Georgia, playing Syracuse, neutral site game. Both teams are going to have new starting quarterbacks. It's a neutral site game. It's closer to home. It's SEC territory. I gotta give the edge to to Tennessee. So I'm picking Tennessee to beat Syracuse in the neutral site game in Atlanta. Week 2, the following week, they're at home against East Tennessee State. Yeah, they're going to blow them out. They're going to get that win. Third week at home against Georgia. I don't care if it's Gunnar Stockton. Georgia's beating Tennessee. I don't like it, but Georgia's beating Tennessee. So Tennessee catches their first loss of the season. Staying at home for 4 games. They're home against UAB. UAB just doesn't have the horsepower to keep up, so they're going to win that game. And they're on the road at Mississippi State. This is a game that could potentially be someone who's overlooked, but I think they're going to pull the heads up on that one. I think they're going to be on the road and they're going to beat Mississippi State. Then they get the bye, and they come out of the bye against revenge against one of the teams that they lost to last year, Arkansas, at home in Neyland. Both of these teams are going to have a bye week the week before, so nobody's going to have that excuse saying they weren't prepared. Both of them do. Taylon Green back at starting quarterback for Arkansas. How well is that going to go? It's a lot different now. Quarterbacks are different. For Tennessee, it's going to be a dogfight, but tiebreaker on there. Sometimes everything tiebreak goes to the home team, and Neyland is an environment. So I got to take Tennessee to beat Arkansas. Then they go on the road to Tuscaloosa to play Alabama. Yes, it's a new quarterback. Yes, it's a new system, but yes, it's on there and everything else with Alabama. But with the quarterbacks we have, even with Alabama's problems, on the road in Tuscaloosa alone is going to be too much for my Vols. I hate saying it, but we're losing in Tuscaloosa to Alabama. Next week, we're on the road again at Kentucky. Back-to-back road games. Now, Kentucky is in a position where they play a home game. They play Texas the week before. Tennessee plays Bama the week before. Tennessee plays Bama's on the road. Kentucky plays at home. Both are going to have the issue here. But the one thing about Tennessee, they've always had Kentucky's number. Speaking of schools having numbers, that's going to have a thing here. So I'm picking Tennessee to be on the road at Kentucky. This is the game that I really fought with myself the most about. At home against Oklahoma. Oklahoma, they just played Kentucky the week before. Tennessee plays Tennessee the week before. Kentucky on the road the week before. Oklahoma plays Ole Miss on the road the week before. And there's a possibility because Oklahoma's big game. What was the biggest game Oklahoma had last year? When they beat Bama? Well, following game, next game. It's not the next week. They got a bye week afterward to prepare for Alabama. That's be big for them. Is there some people possibly looking ahead of that? I don't think so. This is the one I really thought hard about because you're going to have either Joey Aguilar, George McIntyre, Jake Merklinger against John Mateer. And John Mateer can sling it. He was great at Washington State. How's he going to adapt to this SEC play? We're going to see. But all things being even, and it is across the damn board, who's at home? Tennessee is. So I'm going to give Tennessee the win over Oklahoma. But if Oklahoma beat Tennessee in Neyland, it would not surprise me in the least. Then they get a bye. They come out of the bye at home against New Mexico State. Yeah, that's a win. I'm not even about thinking about that one too long. Then you're on the road the following week at Florida. Florida has drastically improved from where they were a few years ago. They play a lot better right now. And they're on there. Tennessee has the thing. Georgia's kryptonite is playing Tennessee. Tennessee's kryptonite seems to be playing Florida. And they're on the road in Gainesville. I got to pick the Florida Gators to beat my Vols. And you finish the season at home against Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's going to have Diego Pavia back at quarterback for his, 6th, 7th, 8th, 19th year. So we're going to see how that goes on there. But I think Tennessee is going to be trying to get a positive here and not get things in a bad way. So I'm picking them, maybe a close game, but they're going to have them beating Vanderbilt. So that means that Tennessee is going to finish 2024, my prediction, 9-3, 5-3 in the conference, not making the college football playoff. They very easily could be 8-4 with that Oklahoma loss. So that's how I see this team going. That's what I see happening. But I've done enough running my mouth. Why don't you let me know what you think? I got all this stuff out the way. Down in the comments. So thanks everybody for watching the video. If you haven't done it already, do me the favor. Smash the like button. Hit the thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. Helps the video be seen by more people. Comment on the video. What do you think my Vols are going to do? I got them going 9-3. Very easily could be 8-4. I do not see 10-2. No way. I do not see them making it back to the playoff. I will be stunned if that happened. But what do you think about Tennessee? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Share this video if you want to. If you haven't, and if you haven't done it already, check out some of the other videos I've done. If you like them, hey, subscribe to the channel. You know, on the road to 1K to make some magic happen. If you want to follow me on X, that craziness, the link is in the description. So again, thanks everybody for watching. Wow, it's gonna be a fun day. So, man. Another fun one. So thanks again. Thanks everybody for watching. More scheduled previews and predictions coming. Please be safe and please be good to each other.